Hello, everybody. This week we're looking at a Q&A. It has to do with progression and how you progress through your training life cycle and where and when you should start adding or subtracting things depending on what you're doing. Um, for the purposes of this, because the question we usually get is very early stages. I'm just getting started. How do I start? Where do I go from here? When do I need to go up to more days of training? That'll be what we will look at today. So if you are new, I usually recommend once, 2, 3 times a week for working out is great. You get a nice long recovery. You get a chance to breathe and relax and heal from what you've done. If you've done a little too much or maybe you tweaked something because you weren't ready for it, you have lots of time to heal up. That's great. You need that healing time. You need that recovery time to see the benefits of the work you're putting in. And so you definitely need that in your day, in your week, in your routine. If at a certain point you feel like you are recovering fine and you're going through your workouts, maybe you're coming twice a week and that has been going well, but I feel really fresh for all my workouts and I feel like I could just do a little bit more. Okay, at that point, maybe we look at a third day. That doesn't mean you have to add a day, but if you're feeling good and you're recovered and your workouts are going well and you're seeing progress and you want to add another day because you're enjoying it, great, go to a third day. Space them out, maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or 2 days and a long break and then another day, however that works in your schedule. Try and get some spacing in there so it's not just like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That can be kind of rough. But add a third day, work your way up from there. As you get going again, let's say you're at a point where your lifts are starting to slow down. Maybe you've seen a lot of benefits and you're just not getting the returns that you want as fast as you want them to come. And you're thinking, you know what, my recovery is really good. I feel fresh when I come in and then I work out really hard, but I'm just not progressing. I feel like I'm stuck. At that point, it may not be a bad idea to add another day, maybe go from 3 days to 4 days. Now, keep in mind, this may take years to do. You may be training at 2 or 3 days for 5, 10, 15 years, and finally get to the point where you feel like you're stuck. You just need a little bit more stimulus, and then add another day. So definitely does not have to be, and really in most cases should not be like, I worked out at 2 days for 2 weeks, and then the next week I'm at a third day, and then we're gonna go 3 weeks at that, and then I'll do it a 4th day, and then we'll go 4 weeks of that. And then we'll go to 5 days, and we'll just keep adding days. It really is not beneficial to do that. Give your body time to max out the amount of stress that you're receiving and the benefits you get from it. And then once you feel like there's not enough stress, not enough workout stress to generate new benefits, add another day on there. So if you're looking at your schedule and you're just getting started, start slow, start small. If you're just getting started, 1 to 2 days a week is going to be great. We'll get you in the door, get you started. You can do that for months. You can do that for years. We have people in the gym who have been doing 2 days a week and seeing huge benefits. They're going on 3 or 4 years since they started and still haven't slowed down. There's no reason for them to add another day. They don't need to. So as you get going, look at where you're at, get a feel for whether or not you're seeing the returns you want to see from your workouts and whether or not your recovery is where it needs to be, and then decide if you want to add another day. So that's your progression. Start small, add when you have to, not when you want to, and then take your time, use and milk where you're at for as long as you can before you go and add something else. It's very hard to go back and get benefits included than it is to continue to push forward. You can always go up, it's very hard to go back down.